Someone taking my car.
Like? Literally.
Talking about the Bachelorette charity season. This is week 2.
Oh, is that what we were doing?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. No one's listening to this, so it doesn't matter.
Is that what I just spent 2 hours doing?
We just spent 2 hours watching this only for no one to listen to. Oh, God, we're complaining.
They like it. They
People
like when we complain.
People listen to hear other people complain because it makes them feel better about their own lives and not complain about that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so are you ready?
I think
I
I'm
have
ready.
a lot of complaints.
I'm ready to complain about Brayden and no, I'm pretty sure he's the only one.
Yeah, definitely Brayden. He's the number one. Maybe
Brayden.
Adrian as well.
Adrian, yeah, I agree with that. Adrian, I think he thinks that he has like good intentions, but
Yeah, he thinks like he's the man. He's the mature one.
oh yeah, and then it's like there's something that Xavier said at the near the end of the episode when they were arguing, and I think it was Adrian brought it up to like Charity, and it just like there was like one little like interview moment of Xavier just saying like Adrian, come on, man. That actually made me like Xavier a little bit. Like I remember last week I didn't really like his conversation that he had with her. Now I feel like I was overthinking it a little bit.
Yeah, he does seem better, like more mature than he was in the first episode.
I thought he was trying to just be like super smooth the first episode, but
Try too hard. Yeah.
yeah, now he seems, I don't know, I feel like I'm able to look at him at a different lens. It's not like the first time we're meeting him or that he's meeting her, and so I feel like it's normal. Yeah, I feel like he seems all right. I've changed my mind about him.
Yeah, no, I definitely do agree. He seems like the more mature one in the audience. You can definitely tell what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, he was sort of almost, just like narrating almost over Adrian and Brayden's like whole argument, and he's just like, he's kind of saying, I feel like what we were thinking, which is just like, why is this happening?
I know. Why are they acting like children? Like just bickering.
Yeah, Adrian thinks he's better than
just trying
everyone.
to one up each other.
Oh yeah. I don't care for either of them all that much in this, and I think
Yeah, they just came off as annoying.
yeah. I even tried to give Brayden the like benefit of the doubt last week of like being excited about having the first impression rose.
He seems to be a big player.
Yeah.
But it really just crumbled down in this episode.
Dude, he brought up the first impression rose like every
he
other
would
sentence.
not let you forget it.
Like, I wonder if he got the first impression rose. I don't know.
Yeah, I forget.
He just said it. Oh, he just said it again. Yeah, I think he did. He did. Yeah, no, I mean, now I'm starting to change my mind about him. I feel like he is, I mean, he called himself like a little spoiled brat almost. Like, you want every single rose, like possible, every date. It's like, why don't you not go on the show and then just go and try to date someone normally?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like there's a competition. Like
yeah, I mean, dude, this is a reality TV show. There's got to be like
back and forth. Yeah, you can't be the only one getting everything.
I guess if we want to start at the beginning, we can start with Aaron B. getting the first one-on-one.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
I wonder if he flipped the coin to like see if he was going to get it. He keeps bringing up the coin, dude.
He does love to flip it.
Oh yeah, and he like revealed to her later on, double-sided coin or whatever. Like, oh really? Who would have guessed?
It's always heads.
It's always head. He rocked a turtleneck. What did you think of his fit? Do you think he wore the turtleneck well? Because that's a pretty bold choice.
I do actually like the turtleneck. I thought it was pretty good.
You liked it on him?
And I think in general, I think turtleneck.
Interesting. Do you think you could wear a turtleneck?
I'd have to try it on. I've never worn one. But I don't know. I'd have to see.
I think the last time I wore a turtleneck. Cool. Dude,
It is a bold statement, though.
It's a very bold statement. I mean, last time I wore a turtleneck was probably like elementary school, like during the winter, like trying to just keep my neck warm. Like it wasn't a style choice. It was like purely
you
like
needed it.
function over fashion. But yeah, I actually think he wore it pretty well. He got away with it.
Yeah, at the very least, definitely.
And he got a pretty cool date.
It was a pretty cool place.
I mean, first of all, he got the him and Charity got the red convertible.
Yeah, they get to drive off in that, which was pretty cool.
And get to drive around LA. That's so much fun.
Yeah, going 10 miles an hour.
10 miles an hour. Someone's screaming, honking every 20 seconds. Is probably why they only showed one 5-second clip of them at a stoplight or something before they cut to them driving up. Yeah. These back roads.
Yeah, exactly. Out into the hills.
Yeah, to the hills up by the Hollywood sign. That was pretty cool. I did like that. I feel like that would be a good date. If you could actually go on a date exactly like that. Yeah. That would be pretty epic. But I feel like
definitely.
I feel like this was a good date because they just got good time to actually talk. They weren't doing some crazy
there wasn't
activities.
Distractions or things that they had to do. It was just one-on-one.
It seems like some of the ones in the that they do on the show are these crazy dates, which seem really fun, but it's you're not really getting to know the person. If you go skydiving or bungee jumping or something, it's you're not really getting to talk to the person.
Definitely not. You're just experiencing a similar activity together.
Yeah, and that can definitely bring
Which
you
can be cool, but yeah,
they can bring
at the
you
beginning,
together.
you definitely want to know people. I agree with that.
I mean, yeah, I'm still learning people's names, and I feel like she still can't be too far off from that. I mean, so to take the time to actually get to talk to someone is
and she still hasn't even met most of the people. I'd say, or at least half.
Yeah, as far as getting actual time to talk with them, she's had probably somewhat decent length conversations with maybe a handful of them. I did like it when they were driving through the back roads up to the hills, and he's like, "Oh, this looks familiar." Aaron was like, "Oh yeah, this looks familiar," and Cherry just asked him "Oh, how?" And he's like, "Oh, I was played GTA." I was like, "Yeah,
yeah, that was good. It does look." That scene looked exactly like something out of GTA.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, and they had the right car for it.
Yeah, they just weren't going as fast as I would go in GTA.
Yeah, no, they're not going over 100 miles an hour running people over. That wasn't very accurate. I like when they are actually sitting up by the sign. They have a toast. They did a cheers to the Hollywood sign, I think, which I just thought was
it was kind of funny.
It's a little strange, but it's cool. I mean, I don't think you can actually do that normal people. I'm pretty sure it is prohibited to go there.
I mean, people still go, but it is prohibited.
Graffiti it and stuff.
Yeah.
But then she starts talking. She really likes him, Aaron, because she said that she liked the relationship that his parents had. That since they've been together so long, she said that it was similar to her parents.
Yeah.
And she said she really values that. And I feel like that's a pretty important thing, I guess. Because I feel like your parents are the main thing you would model your relationships or how you approach relationships and stuff.
Yeah, especially if they were in a long relationship themselves, which she reveals.
I mean, I feel like you can learn from the good or the bad.
That is true.
Yeah, because if you have parents that are together forever, what are they doing right? How do they make it work?
How do they keep it going?
And then for ones that don't, it's well, what went wrong? How do I avoid that myself? I guess.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I think they had that similarity.
Yeah. I liked it when they cut back to the mansion when Aaron and Charity are on a date. It cuts to Adrian, first time talking about his matureness, he's sitting in the hot tub, I think with was like the other Aaron S.
Oh yeah.
And he was just saying, like, he brought up that he had like a daughter and stuff, and so he's not here for
Fun and games.
fun and
to be with
games.
the
As
boy.
like the other guys are like
Yeah.
backflipping into the pool,
They were having a good time.
like
But
literally right next to him,
yeah. Splashing water in his face.
body slamming each other into the water. I don't know. I mean, he thinks that he's like above it all. I don't know. Like, again, he probably thinks that he has good intentions, but it's just like, I don't know, the way other people perceive it probably isn't the way he thinks they're perceiving it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how I, like, yeah, he thinks he's mature,
Yeah,
but
he
I
thinks
think
he's-
he's
yeah.
just like coming off like self-righteous
Mhm.
dick.
I do agree. Yeah.
It cuts back to Aaron, and he breaks up the coin again.
He does love the coin. He does bring it up a lot in this episode.
He makes the same like bet or whatever that he did, I think, on the like first episode though, which was like, oh, if it lands on heads, we like get happily ever after, and if it doesn't, and then he just stopped and it's like, oh,
He
it's a
doesn't
it's a double-sided coin.
Yeah. He gives the bit away.
And she's like super surprised. I mean, I don't think she was actually surprised, but
Yeah.
playing
Pretty
along. Yeah, I
Good
don't
scene.
know. I think the coin can go now.
Yeah.
I'm tired
I
of
think
the
he's
coin.
good with the coin. Got that bit out of his system.
Yeah.
And then he gets a rose.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
is
then
pretty cool.
they go to like this super nice, like fancy place in
Oh,
LA.
yeah, I forgot
Dude, it
about
was
that. Yeah.
that place looks so cool
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
inside.
pretty
It
wild.
was like
Chandeliers.
yeah,
Lights everywhere. Glass. Yeah, it was nice.
and he had a pretty like, I feel like safe conversation with her when it came to like this is a like time when you get a one-on-one, you sort of talk about really personal like the past experiences. A lot of them are very like sad.
Yeah.
Like not all of them are like relatable either. Like some of them in the past have been like a parent or something like dying or like
Wow, yeah,
I think
okay.
one of them even I think it was on Michelle's season, had like a mom who had like committed suicide.
Wow.
She had dealt with like mental health issues, and yeah, she committed suicide. And that's like a very sad story,
Yeah,
but like
that is. It's a lot.
that's a lot to like dump on someone like first date. And so, but I liked his, like, he just literally talked about a relationship he had, like a 4-year relationship where he just said that he wasn't very good during that relationship. He said he was like not active listening, and he had to start going to therapy. He said to like start opening up or like being vulnerable.
Yeah.
But then he said like he sort of alluded to that like his girlfriend or something was like flirting with other guys or something. Is that what he said? I got a little confused.
It
by
was kind of confusing because at first he was like admitting his own faults. Like he messed up in the past relationship by not being there for her, like listening. But then he also said that she like was flirting with other guys and being with other guys.
Yeah.
So they were kind of both like screwing each other up.
Yeah. I mean that's true. That is like sad. I mean, I appreciate someone like owning up to their own accountability in like a relationship.
I do agree. Yeah.
But Charity loved the fact that he goes to therapy or started therapy.
Yeah.
And that is pretty like admirable, like to know someone is like
Working on themselves.
yeah, working on themselves. And yeah, I'm pretty sure she works like in therapy or something
okay.
related to
That would
that at
make
least.
sense.
And so yeah, she it makes sense that she's like a huge fan of it. And then yeah, he gets a rose. They go and like listen to like a singer. Had you ever heard of her?
No, I've not.
Lauren Elena.
Lauren? No, I've not.
Yeah, no, I didn't know her.
An upcoming country singer.
I don't
Something
know.
like
They were dancing. It seemed, yeah, it was nice. It seemed like overall like a good date. Like they were able to connect pretty well.
Yeah, I do agree. I think it was definitely pretty strong.
Compared to the like next like the group date that then the first round of guys went on the like
Oh,
beach
yes.
dodgeball,
Yeah.
sun's out, buns out.
That was a good
Like
scene.
it started out like promising, where they're just like hanging out on the beach, like playing around or whatever, spending as much time with her as they can in that
pretty much
scenario.
all trying to say something at least.
But then Jesse Palmer comes out and is like, "No, you guys have to throw balls at each other."
Yeah, you have to play some dodgeball.
Dip,
duck, dive, and dodge.
Yeah, and said, "Oh yeah," and then the winning team gets to hang out with her at the end of the night.
Yeah, the prize is the group date.
Along with one MVP. I don't know why the MVP had to be from the other team. I guess
just have another person.
Yeah, I guess so. A little incentive, but like some of those guys were like super good. But my favorite thing about it, they just kept hitting like the people standing on the sidelines. They'd like be whipping it as hard as they can. You just see
and there are people behind them too.
Saying like behind them or on the side, they just get a ball like fly right by their face. I'm like, dude,
it was pretty funny. There are a lot of shots of the audience members getting pelted.
Dude. Like I wonder like if they had to like hire those people, or if those people just right place, right time.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah,
they're probably extras. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have on the show.
And it's like they bring them on just to get hit by dodgeballs.
That would be hilarious. That's funny.
Yeah, three guys that seemed to highlight in the game was Xavier, who was just like destroying everyone.
Yeah, he was really good. And Caleb B.
B, the cannon arm hitting everyone. But Adrian, I feel like Adrian was pretty deserving of the MVP.
Yeah,
like that. Like
he got a triple kill.
Game, he got three people out, one shot.
Yeah, he got it down to a 1v1.
But then a little anticlimactic ending where like it's like, oh, Adrian's the last one on, and then against like Xavier, and I think it was John. Like, is Adrian really going to be able to pull it off? He throws it, and then Xavier just catches it like it's nothing.
Yeah, it's just caught, and then it's over.
Like, wow.
Yeah, I know, disappointing.
So it gets to the like night portion. Brayden gets the like first conversation. He tells her that he has a lot of questions for her, or she asks him if he has like any questions. She's like, yeah, of course. And then like, at least from what we saw, he managed to ask like 0 questions.
It was pretty funny. It just ended without a single question.
He's like, thank you for like understanding and like taking the time to like spend with me. And she's like, oh yeah, I love that. Like, of course. He said that he's crushing on her, which she seemed to really like. He made a weird Avatar reference about the like the
connection.
Yeah, the tail or ponytail hair. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I've seen that movie, but
it was pretty funny. It's like he has a connect.
Yeah, their
hair are connected.
Oh, dude. Then we got John, who, in like an even shorter conversation than Brayden's, I still felt did better because he at least asked like one question, which was like, "Oh, did you like play any sports growing up or something?" Which is like just pretty base level question, but it's like, oh, you actually asked her something.
He took interest.
And he got a kiss. She liked that he like took the initiative to kiss her. And so
then he gets a rose, right?
Oh yeah, he got the rose.
And I mean, cool. I think definitely out of all the people, like he was the most deserving of it.
Yeah, I mean, out of the like conversations it highlighted, it was Brayden, like John and Adrian, and Brayden.
Not too much competition.
Yeah, no, they were both just. Dude, he just kept bringing up the first impression rose. Like,
I know, yeah.
I mean,
like his one victory he has.
He even said like early on, like the beginning of the episode, he was like, "Oh man, I would trade that first impression rose for like the date with her today." And I was like, "That's fair to say, but like, you can probably leave it right there. Like, it's now like halfway through the episode. You are on a group date with her, and you are just still bringing it up."
Yeah, I know. And does it mean anything after this?
I mean,
is it worth?
Yeah, no. I mean, it I think it's supposed to signify like the best first impression or like the strongest potential connection at the start.
Right.
But like,
okay. Yeah, but other than that,
yeah, I mean,
it can't save you anymore.
It does seem like the first impression rose typically, at least on The Bachelorette, seems to make it farther than the recipients of the first impression rose on The Bachelor, where the woman who gets the first impression rose on The Bachelor, they don't seem to like make it as far. I don't know. Maybe the men's decision making is thinking with the wrong thing or something.
But on The Bachelorette, they go farther.
Yeah,
usually.
they have a better chance, it seems, at making it better. Yeah, Adrian was starting to get annoyed at Brayden. Brayden was saying that he didn't think Adrian should be the like MVP, and they got into like a whole argument about that. And I was like, "What? That doesn't matter. Like, why?"
I know. Yeah. Like, why is that? Why are you arguing over this?
About like you shouldn't be arguing about the game. Like the game, I don't think was the important part.
It was Charity's decision too.
Yeah.
Like who was MVP?
Yeah, and you're questioning her decision with that.
It's pretty
like,
messed up.
So then Adrian gets the conversation with her, and that's when he brings up the like spring break thing about how some guys are treating it like a party or vacation, and that scares.
Not taking it seriously.
Yeah, and I feel like, I mean, aside from like that scene earlier where there was like some of them flipping into a pool, the only like that was really it.
Yeah.
Like, as far as like, I mean, I guess
as far
like,
as they shown,
I believe him though, honestly. I don't agree with the way he's like going about it. Like,
kind of like ratting on everyone.
Yeah, I mean, just let her make a decision for herself, I think.
Yeah, I do agree. He was very aggressive with the idea. Just kind of kept pushing that people weren't taking it seriously, but he was.
Yeah.
I feel like he was trying to use that as an angle to make himself look better and more mature.
Yeah, I mean, and he brought up that he has a daughter, which she likes. Charity likes that, or appreciated him sharing that, and like said like, oh yeah, I appreciate you coming here. Like when you have a child at home, like you are sacrificing a lot, but like I don't know, like he's still doing shit that isn't like he's starting problems.
Yeah, he's definitely starting drama, especially with Brayden. That seems to be like the big like battle so far, the big drama.
Yeah, big drama. I feel like I'm losing a lot of like faith in Brayden. Like again, I kind of liked him the first episode. Now I don't. I'm starting to hate him a little bit.
Yeah, he's getting annoying, definitely.
And yeah, I feel like with this like drama, I mean, dude, unless she like already like loves him, I don't see him like making it super far. Like he's just making him and Adrian are just making things like super difficult right now, and I feel like if
making them both look bad. Yeah,
if she's like a good decision maker, she'd probably just try to eliminate that early instead of like letting it play out for super long.
Yeah, I do agree. They would definitely probably be like confronted with each other.
Yeah, I mean that could be a potential 2-on-1 date where both of them go on a date with like Charity, and maybe like one of them would get eliminated where the other one stays. But honestly, I don't know. I don't like either of them all that much right now, so I kind of just want both of them to be gone. So
yeah, I do feel similar.
Now we get to the next group date, which was a really weird date. I mean, it was hosted by Gabby and Rachel, former Bachelorettes. Are you familiar with them at all?
No.
No? I mean...
Well, Gabby a little bit, but I think... What season was she on?
I mean, her and Rachel were the last... they were co-bachelorettes. Yes. They did it together on the same season. They had their own single group of men at first, but then like I guess it started getting too difficult where they like forced the men to like choose a side of like who they want to pursue. And so it sort of almost became like two separate seasons in one, but
That's interesting.
But Charity was on their season or on the Bachelor season, I think, where it was Clayton was the Bachelor, and they were on that season together. Oh wait, no, I'm getting this all wrong. I can't think of anything. Charity was on Zach's season.
Right.
So
okay,
she
that
doesn't
makes
even
sense.
know like Gabby or Rachel, I don't think.
Oh, okay. So they've never met. That makes sense.
I'm supposed to be a fan of this show and I can't remember, dude.
Yeah, I've only seen some clips of Zach's season, so that makes sense.
Yes, Charity was on Zach's.
Yeah, I do remember
dude.
seeing her there.
People are going to start questioning whether I even watched the show. I swear I did. But yeah, okay. But they were there to help like host the like group date, which was just about kissing, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of that.
A lot of that, asking questions about where do you like to put your hands
Yeah,
when kissing.
When kissing, that was the first one.
Everyone was just watching Spencer's answer.
Yeah, he did have the most unique answers. They were funny.
I mean, he said lower back, which I feel like that's fair. I was hoping he would say like around their throat, like full force or something like
Strangling.
yeah, strangling. I think that's what people were probably expecting.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
Oh, dude, when they were asked to like display their like makeout skills, they were all just kissing their hands. I was like,
that was very weird. It was like
that was probably the most uncomfortable I felt the entire episode. It was only a few seconds worth, but I wouldn't want to do that.
It looked very strange.
Yeah.
It looked like
I wouldn't
like getting like sucking venom out of like a bite or something. It was just weird.
I hope they got some hand sanitizer
I know, yeah.
first.
I hope they were able to clean before and after.
But ultimately, Charity liked all of Joey's answers and feats.
And how well he was able to kiss his hand.
Yeah, and how he really went at his hand. Even like Gabby and Rachel were like pointed out, like, "Oh, Joey hasn't stopped looking at you. He's staring at you." This and that. So that was funny. But yeah, no, Charity really liked it, so she chose him, and they go to break the record for the longest kiss in Bachelor history.
Right, which I think was like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was like 3 minutes 20-something seconds, and then they break it by like a whole like minute or something.
Yeah, it was like
they got
4:25.
4 minutes. Yeah, 4:25. That's pretty long, but it's like even longer considering that they were doing it in front of like a crowd of people.
I know, yeah, it was like they were on a stage,
Dude,
full crowd.
Oh my gosh, like
It's like they're performing.
I wouldn't want to be the other guys on that date.
I know.
Arguably, don't even want to be Joey on that. I would be so like uncomfortable kissing for that long in front of that many people.
Do agree.
But I mean, yeah, I mean he showed up pretty well. The other guy's not happy with it, and it ends up being, instead of like all of them getting to spend time with her at the night portion, only Joey gets it. Joey gets like basically like a mini.
It turned out just
one-on-one.
to be a one-on-one after that.
And so all the rest of the guys go back
up
to the house. They talk about it, and then we hear more from Brayden.
He does have a lot to say.
He's got a lot to say. I mean,
This is where the tension between him and Adrian
yeah.
like really starts to heat up.
And again, I almost like I want to like give a little bit of benefit of doubt to Brayden in his like response, where it's like, oh, I wouldn't want to I wouldn't watch that either. Like,
Yeah, I do. He did have a point. He was
he
like,
had a
"That's very,
point.
very weird." He would not.
Yeah, I would
appreciate
feel
being there.
very uncomfortable. But he was saying like he was like almost judging the other dude for not getting like upset about it and saying like, "Oh, well, I mean, other than that, it was still a good date," which is a fair thing to say.
Yeah, that is.
And
that is very fair.
Yeah, but he's like, no, you how are you not like?
He was very
want to like leave
mad.
her right now. And yeah, and then Adrian is like, oh, like, who are you to tell him like how he feels about it? Yeah,
exactly.
it's like that's super weird.
But then they started to kind of like just bicker at each other.
Yeah,
Try to
it became more
hit
about
each other
them
where it
again.
hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Very kind of selfish to do that in front of the whole group.
Yeah, making it about him again, and this was a date that he wasn't even on.
Yeah, he wasn't even a part of it.
And then he like talks about like, he says like, oh, I'm packing my bags, I'm ready to like leave. I'm like, dude,
He was threatening to leave.
He's
like, if she doesn't say the right things, I'm gonna leave the
Yeah.
next morning.
It's just, again,
Like, who's your show about? I
Yeah,
forgot it
it's
was the
like,
Brandon
oh,
show.
this is
Brayden show.
Brayden. You're the Bachelorette, apparently. Like, no. But we see more. We see then Joey's like one-on-one. The night portion at least, and Joey talks about his like family dynamic growing up. His like parents, and he says that his parents were divorced like when he was very young, and it was because his father came out as gay, and that his parents still managed to like have a good relationship. It seemed like with each other, but then be able to like raise him and like show him love and
each other.
Yeah. That is good. I feel like that is lucky because, I mean, just divorce in general, like growing up, like being a child of divorced parents, that can't be something that is like typically like, that has to be something really difficult to live with or grow up with, I should say.
Yeah, no, definitely. It can be really challenging depending on the circumstance for sure. And it seems like his circumstance of like being young, that can really be challenging, but it was made better since apparently like his parents still kept in touch and loved each other.
Yeah. And he says
for
that,
him, yeah.
Yeah. So he's pretty lucky. He says that he still goes to his dad when he never needs to talk about like anything. So
which Charity then liked and
she
related to.
She
loved
lot. This too. Yeah. So he gets a rose as well. Then we transition to Jesse Palmer coming into the group of guys saying, "Bad news. There's no cocktail party," which I immediately called like, well, there's going to be like a day party of some sort, I'm sure.
Yeah. There's a barbecue party.
Where it only showed like one shot of, I think it was like
Xavier
and like Aaron cooking
on the grill.
Like they were the only ones doing any barbecue.
I know, yeah. Everyone else was out of sight.
Yeah, everyone else
just drinking the beer,
backflipping into the pool and body slamming each other.
Too busy to cook.
We see Dotun get a sit down with Charity, and I liked his sit down. He brought up like something pretty cool. I think it was that like his like U.S. residency card or something.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
when he was first, when he first came to the U.S. We heard his like full name in the dialect. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool and interesting.
I'm a big fan of Dotun so far. I mean,
yeah, he maintains his cool.
Yeah,
his maturity.
He's staying out of like all of the drama,
the fire.
He's not in the flames right now. I don't know. It's still hard to like predict who's gonna make it far, because I don't know. Like, there's guys I feel like that's get a lot of screen time, and it's even if it is like super romantic, don't always make it the farthest. Sometimes it's ones that they almost hide at the beginning. So it makes me think that Dotun might be one of those guys where they're like trying to he's not getting a whole lot of screen time, but like he's getting a little bit, and like whenever he is on screen, it's like super good.
Yeah. It's always leaves a good impression.
Yeah,
definitely.
Because like it's hard to like picture like Brayden like getting engaged to like, or just like winning, or however you want to think of it, just because like I don't know, like if that is the case, it's like this is Brayden's season basically. Like he's just taking over, and if he were to like win, I don't know, that would be pretty surprising. Like they need to throw some other contenders in there, and I feel like Dotun is one. I mean, Joey is, I feel like, a good one, because he's still staying out of the drama, and he's getting a lot of good screen time.
Yeah, without a doubt, he's definitely entered the picture very strong.
Then it showed just like some other small moments. I think Tanner, he was just telling her how he's there for the right reasons, and it's like
that's what everyone seems to be saying.
Cool. I think the last guy told me that.
I know.
Sean helping her with her golf stroke, doing a little golf in the like driveway. Brayden finally comes out ready to take his stand against her.
Yeah,
and
to
be
confront
like,
her to see if he's staying.
He points out his velvet shirt, which is like, okay,
Wow.
cool,
Nice.
wow. I was more
That's
interested
what
in
my
his,
rug
like,
is made out of.
yeah. I was more interested in his like feathered earrings. He gets
Oh yeah,
his
it was
new
very,
earrings.
very interesting.
So they have a conversation where he sort of said what he was like thinking the night before, but like not actually fully saying it.
Yeah,
like he said,
he
like, oh,
backed off.
I felt hurt by the fact that like you kissed Joey for like 4.5 minutes in front of everyone, and she like pretty much reassures him.
Yeah,
It's like,
he validated his
yeah.
concern.
It's like,
and then
I'm
reassured. Yeah,
sorry, I wasn't my intention to like make you sad or anyone feel bad. You know, I was
and he
just trying
seemed to like immediately accept that, kind of like
yeah,
completely
yeah,
back off.
yeah. But then we get another talk with Adrian and Charity, where he again is just talking about Brayden.
I
Though
know,
he
the
brings
whole
up the
time.
like spring break line again, and then he did say like how what he was saying about the kiss last night was that like what she did was classless, and how like when he was talking about it not with Charity, he was saying like he was being a lot more like mean
Yeah, he
about
was.
it and more judgment towards her rather
Yeah.
than like when he actually talked to her about it. It was
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
it was
without a doubt.
it was kind of hurt my feelings that you did that. Yeah, I can forgive you, but it kind of hurt it. Like, please don't send me home.
Yeah, he backed off.
I packed
real
my bags,
quick.
but please don't send me home. Yeah, I mean, and then she gets super upset about that. She ends up like leaving the party, ending it early, which Jesse comes out to
Right,
inform
yeah.
everyone. And he even says like, oh, she left because she's heard some upsetting things or concerning things, and then it just pans to Brayden, whose like face you could just tell him
He
like,
sinks
no,
into the
like,
couch.
oh, dude,
not
he's
looking.
like,
Try not to look at anyone in the eyes.
don't look to the camera, don't look at anyone, just like no one's looking at me. Yeah, and then Adrian brings up how like, oh, he was the last one to talk to her and he told her
Yeah,
everything.
he pretty much just spills the beans, and then they get into another
another
back and
argument.
forth argument. Yeah.
Again, that's then when like Xavier, it showed a little clip of him talking to the camera saying like, Adrian, come on, bro. Like, and I was like, yes, Xavier, yes. You're turning things
Exactly.
around.
He knows. He's the smart one.
Yeah, I mean, even if his like Adrian's concerns are valid, in which I'm starting to have a lot of doubts about Brayden. In fact, yeah, no, I think it's pretty safe to say I don't like him anymore.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, is it his place to say anything to her? Do you think?
Adrian's.
Yeah.
I don't think that should be like his first thing he brings up. I think maybe if she asks or something like that, but for him to like immediately try to rat someone out.
Yeah.
And it seemed like for his own, like to make himself look better.
Yeah, because
For his own
everything he
gain.
said, like, oh yeah, I'm like here for you. Like, I'm not here to like party or hang with the other guys like these other guys are doing.
I know, yeah. He was trying to put
Yeah.
everyone else down, make himself look more heroic.
I don't know, dude. I just like, why can't you just talk about yourself more?
I know,
like,
yeah.
Have
Try
your
to
own
communicate instead of.
have your own like separate relationship that doesn't involve anyone else
Yeah.
in your conversations. But yeah, I don't know. I'm losing faith in Brayden, who I actually thought was all right last week, but
Not too good this episode.
yeah, no, you did not have a good showing. And we get to the rose ceremony. I think we made a mistake last week too, where we said there was only like 16 people, which would
Yeah.
have meant like she sent 9 people on the. So,
They did clarify
Yeah,
that it was
good.
19.
yeah,
people.
19 people. So she only sent 6 home, which seems still like a lot.
It does,
because
yeah.
she only started with 25, and usually in most seasons, past seasons, it's been like at least 30. So it's
wow.
like she's already starting out with less people.
and she's getting rid of more.
Yeah, and she got rid of 6 in the first week, so she's already down to less than 20
Wow.
by the second week.
Mm-hmm.
And
And how many more was it this episode?
I mean, let's see. She gave a rose to Dotton. Not surprising. Tanner, Caleb B. He body slammed the rose when he got it.
He was really excited about that one.
Warwick, yeah. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen more of Warwick because I'm still thinking back to last week. We got like a preview where it really looked like he was on a date with her.
Yeah, it looks like he goes far.
Yeah, and
But there's been like no emphasis on him at all.
It must be like he must get like a date like pretty quickly,
soon, yeah.
and like he might even get sent home on it. Honestly, like because I don't know. I just like there hasn't been any other footage of him.
Yeah, that is true. There's been no emphasis on him.
Then Michael got a rose. Boat boy.
Boatman.
Sean sang "Sweet Child of Mine" when he got a rose. Dude, I mean, I'm not wrong, right? He looks like the Step Brothers kid. I just want to like verify.
He does look like him.
And then Xavier, I'm actually a little bit surprised that like I guess I don't know if it means anything, but like his name was called kind of late. And I thought that like even though I didn't like him the first episode, like I still thought like he was a
higher contender.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be higher
and
than
he
this.
fell to like what was
all
that?
the way to 7.
7, yeah. And then Aaron S, who again, aside from like his conversation with like Adrian earlier in the episode talking about how mature they are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sitting in the hot tub together. We haven't seen a whole lot of him. And then James.
We really haven't.
James also felt because he was the donut guy.
Right.
I think, donut and cider guy. I like that in his letter from his mother. I liked him.
He had a lot of screen time last episode, right?
I mean, he at least got like that sit down with her where he brought out the
right. Yeah. At least got a one-on-one.
Yeah,
but nothing this episode.
Yeah, no, this and then last two, not surprisingly, was Adrian and then Brayden.
Yeah.
Like
as the last two.
I feel like they were kept on just to continue some problems.
Definitely. Like, yeah, they're definitely bringing a lot of the drama and content.
A lot of the heat. I'm just like wondering, like, I feel like one, if not both, are going to be leaving soon. One of them's going to, at least one of them's going to get
I
sent
definitely
out.
see that. I think so.
I'm wondering.
I think they'll be forced to confront each other. And
Yeah.
and then only one of them will make it.
Yeah, I probably should at least choose one of them. But I'm just like wondering. It seems influenced to me by the like producers to like keep them both.
I'm
wondering like if it was like if they had no say or no influence, like would she have kept them both or would she have gotten rid of one of them? Do you think?
I could definitely see her getting rid of like Adrian.
I kind of agree with you. I feel like she really seems to like Brayden.
Yeah.
And despite like what people are saying, because now Adrian and her brother last week both said like he's not that great or not as nice or
people are trying
whatever.
to put her down when she still chooses him.
She's still choosing him. And then we get to the preview for next week where it looks like Brayden gets a date with her, like a one-on-one.
Right, yeah.
And then it also looks like
Warwick, I think.
Did he? I wasn't sure. I remember seeing like Aaron B was like getting into some drama. The one who just got like a one-on-one today, the first one-on-one, and now he's
already in drama. Yeah.
Now he's getting, which is really strange because I don't feel like the drama really serves you all that well. Like even if Charity really likes him, I still feel like
it's not a good look. It'll knock you down a peg. At least.
I feel like if you're smart, you want to avoid conflict, and she probably wants to avoid the like issues as well. And so like, why put up with it? I don't know. Do you think it'll be as bad as it looks though?
Or they always try to hype it up.
Yeah,
make
that's
it
true.
seem like life or death. But I think potentially, I think they'll definitely have a whole scene of it.
Yeah. it also like showed the thing where it was like she talked about like, oh, just because you have a rose on your chest doesn't mean Happy 4th of July. I just thought someone just broke into the house and like tried to shoot us. It's just
I thought a
fireworks.
car exploded.
Dude,
Grenade
oh
outside.
my gosh. Oh wow, I can even smell the smoke and the windows are closed.
Wow. That's always a good sign.
It was like right outside. Yeah, I don't know. What was that? Something about,
oh yeah, she even threatened to take a rose.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it seemed like she was talking about maybe Aaron or someone this episode or this preview.
Right, who just got
where like last week it showed like the preview where she was talking about that, but it seemed to be about like Sean. Now I'm wondering if either of them are true. Is it going to be some like random person? Is it going to be like Brayden or something?
Wow, yeah. Who knows? That'll be interesting though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. This season has been pretty good so far. I still like Charity. I don't know. Like, do you think like she's overlooking anything in Brayden, or is she like just accepting it? Like, I guess because she's kind of only seeing what he's showing to her, and like the guys have kind of been seeing like different sides.
Like, yeah, it seems to be two sides to him. One around the guys and one around her.
Yeah. So like she's not frustrating me, like, because I can't really blame her because he's been.
She doesn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been pretty like whatever, like good in front of her, but it seems
yeah, he's
like
been performing well in front of her, but he definitely likes to complain and
likes to brag as well. Yeah.
Needs he seems to want reassurance from all the guys and her.
Constant validation.
Yeah, exactly. Validation.
Which, I mean, again, it's it seems very like nonstop though. Like, I feel like getting the first.
It's pretty much every scene he's in.
Yeah, every time it shows him, he's either complaining or bragging, and so I don't know like what is he really expecting, like realistically, from like on the show, I guess. Like, he knows he can't get every single date. He can't get like every single like rose or whatever.
Like he's bragging about getting.
But yeah, I don't know. I think
and then threatens to leave if he doesn't get it.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah,
that is just not a good look.
That is literally spoiled brat.
I know.
Like, you're like a child. I guess, is there anything else you'd like to add? I mean, we kind of covered everything. Is there any other things you'd like to brush up on or get to? Any prediction changes or anything?
Yeah, I'd say for predictions for next week, who do you think will be on like the one-on-one dates?
One-on-one. I mean, it looked like Brayden gets one.
Okay.
And I wonder. I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's going to be, because it seems early on they typically only do one-on-one a week, and then usually like one or two group dates. So I think if that's the case, I think it's only Brayden getting the one-on-one. But if there's another one, I don't know. I'm expecting Warwick to get one soon.
Yeah, since we kind of saw that.
I expect Xavier to get a one-on-one date too. It seemed like he had, like, in the preview for next week, I think it showed like him with her, but it's hard to say if that was like a one-on-one or like just like a group date or a
just
cocktail party
time,
or something.
I feel like Caleb B needs one.
He does need one. Yeah, it showed him singing.
It did. Yeah, he was on stage singing.
And he was mildly good, actually.
Yeah, he was decent.
I mean, I should just say like better than I expected.
Yeah, without a doubt.
The wrestler.
Yeah, I would not expect like listenable vocals from.
Yeah, no, I mean, if he's gonna sing, I would expect him to be singing like John Cena's like theme song or something.
Yeah,
not like whatever he was singing and sounding pretty good. But I don't think that was a one-on-one. That felt more like a group date.
Maybe like a talent show or something like that.
Yeah, that's good. Well, who do you think might go home next week?
I'm thinking Adrian. I think
my money's on Adrian as well. I think Adrian and I think Brayden probably isn't too far behind as well. Though. I don't know. It would be. I feel like if he stays for too long, I might get frustrated at Charity because
Yeah.
at a
If
certain
he keeps acting like
a
this.
certain point, you gotta kind of like listen to what other people are saying about him and be like, is maybe some of it true? At least like some of it.
I know, yeah. If everyone hates him.
Yeah. Is everyone else the problem or is it
Or
him?
just me?
Yeah. It's usually the one. It's usually
Yeah, it's usually that one troublemaker.
But what about final predictions? Any changes? I mean, Joey had a good date. Aaron B had a good date, although it's making it seem like he's getting into something next week. I mean,
Yeah, Joey definitely looks like a good contender now.
Joey, I think, is a good contender. I think he's going to still be top 4. I can't remember if I had Brayden in my top 4, but if I did, he's definitely out of it now.
Yeah, he's not in mine anymore.
I'm still thinking Dotton.
Dawn was number 1, the rose. I don't know if that means
Oh, yeah,
too
the
much.
first rose she gave out. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean,
But,
who else? Yeah, I mean, Joey, I think, I don't know. I'm feeling that Xavier might go far because I'm pretty sure it showed him with her in the next week episode, whether that's a one-on-one or not.
yeah.
I'm still liking John. It's hard to say if I don't feel confident putting him into my final 4, but he's probably right on the brink if not.
Yeah, he seems to be doing pretty well.
I think the only ones I feel super confident putting in my final 4 are Dotton and Joey as of right now.
I agree, yeah. Also Aaron as well.
Aaron B, you think that he's gonna survive whatever drama he has coming?
Or Aaron S.
Aaron S, the firefighter, who's just as mature as Adrian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
No. I was thinking of Aaron B. My mistake.
Aaron S. Oh, no offense to Aaron S, but I think he's going home soon.
I know. Yeah, we haven't seen anything from him.
No.
He's been in.
No.
I completely forgot. He's even in the show.
He's still here.
Mm-hmm.
Where's
Who's
that
this guy?
jumping guy? I want him to come back.
Yeah.
Chris or whatever his
He
name
needs to
was.
jump more.
I want someone to jump more. I want to
does,
see some more
yeah.
body slams from Caleb. I wish instead of singing, I wish it was just him
Wrestling.
Oh, dude.
That would
If
be
they do a
amazing.
wrestling date,
That would be cool.
he would destroy, man.
Mm-hmm. They do a tag team.
Yeah. He tags Charity in. He has to face Charity.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know. I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for next week.
Yeah. Looks eventful.
Eventful. Well, it's been an eventful night.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go check my pants, make sure that nothing came out from those fireworks.
Yeah, I need to change my once white underwear.
Yeah, they're brown now, that's for sure. Yeah, I think that's about it. Any closing remarks?
Closing. Well, thank you for listening.
Thank you, and thank me, and happy 4th of July.
And happy 4th of July. Make sure to drink. I mean, stay safe and
Stay
healthy.
safe. Don't
drive and drink.
Don't drink and drive. Do not kill your neighbors with fireworks. Don't piss your neighbors' dogs off with fireworks.
Mm-hmm. Right outside your door.
Yeah.
At their house.
Don't leave firecrackers or something on someone's doorstep. And eat some hot dogs or something. I think that's what we do, right?
Mm-hmm. That's
Burgers.
proper food. 4th of July. Food.
Americana. Yeah.
Burgers, fries.
Go to a baseball game, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's the real message here.
Yes.
Support the Padres. That's what we're
Support
saying.
the Padres or whoever else is good.
Mm-hmm. Or some sock or something. Red sock. Blue
Red
sock.
Sox, White Sox, Brown Sox.
They're doing pretty well this year.
Yeah. All right. This has been like
Literally. With Vic and
Jamie.